What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 13, episode 3, and the episode is titled, It's Not About the Pants. So, we start this episode off at the top of the morning. The girls are having breakfast, but baby, there is one person who ain't interested in no breakfast, and that is Garcelle. She did not come to eat, she came to see some men, okay? She's like, when we going downstairs? Will needs to be in this room no longer. She wants to go see some men. Now, speaking of that, she says that she wants to have an intervention because, they're going out on dates with men and only getting first dates. Ma'am, why are you up here talking about your best friend Sutton like this? Because everybody else here is married besides, I think, Erica. Garcelle, Erica, and Sutton are the only people who are single. Everybody else is married. So why are you playing? Nonetheless, I personally feel like she could have just pulled Sutton to the side instead of having, this conversation in front of everybody. So the girls are all confused because they're like, how did we get to this conversation? And Sutton, she says that, like, yeah, I went on a great date and the second date never happened. Come to find out, she invited this man on a second date to a black tie gala that was all the way in New York. Girl, that was not the move. Sutton, you were laying it on too thick. Nobody's just gonna hop on a flight with some random woman that they only have went on one date with to go to some fancy gala. Like, it was too soon, Sutton. It was way too soon. So Kyle ends up getting her phone and she's like reading the text between Sutton and the guy. And Sutton is over here complimenting this man's triceps or whatever. And again, Sutton, you have no game. But you know what? How can I expect for Sutton to have any type of game when it comes to dating? Like, let's be for real. Sutton got with her man, with her ex-husband, decades upon decades upon decades ago, okay? She probably got with him when she was in like her 20s. They got married. She was a housewife. No, she wasn't a housewife. She worked as well. Then she became, a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and all of that, right? Then they get a divorce. When was she dating? She was married to that man for how many years? So she ain't got no game. She ain't been single in who knows how long. So, miss me with that. Y'all not about to be judging Sutton for that. Now, we can judge Sutton for some stuff, but just not that. Nonetheless, Kyle actually FaceTimes the guy. Sutton is embarrassed. She's trying to get her phone back and all of this. And I'm just like, Sutton, you just got to do better, okay? Find a guy who's on your level. But let's go ahead and move on because we see Dorit and Kyle. They over here in the closet basically talking about the fact that Crystal, of all people, brought her glam team. Why is it that everybody knows that Crystal be looking basic as hell? And throughout this entire episode, Crystal looked basic. There was nothing special about her glam. So either she need a new team or she could have just did it herself. Like, I don't know. But nonetheless, we go over to Sutton. Sutton can't find her pants, right? Because y'all know, what's her name? Erica on the bus said you gotta have pants if you're gonna go to the Magic Mike show, right? She can't find her pants. She's stressed out about it. So she calls Avi, who is her property manager, to come to her room. I said, ma'am, that's your property manager. Why is he playing in your clothes? Like, this man has to do everything in your life. I hope that he's making six figures, at least, working for her. But nonetheless, he comes to the room or whatever. Come to find out, she finds the pants. All right, fine. Now here's the thing, y'all. When I saw Garcelle steaming that pink nurse's top that has the bedazzlement on it, I was like, what is that? I was not feeling it. Like, the cut of it was giving like a nurse shirt. And I'm like, where is she going with this shirt? Is she going to wear pants or a skirt with that? What is Garcelle wearing? But baby, I was loud and wrong. I was loud and wrong. Because when she put that on later, and yeah, we'll get to the outfits. Let's go ahead and move on. We see Erica. Okay, so Erica, Crystal, as well as Garcelle, they all brought their glam teams, right? And for some reason, we randomly learn that Sutton, she carries grapefruit juice in her bag everywhere she go. Ma'am, why? What's going on that you're carrying of all the drinks, grapefruit juice? That's strange. So the ladies end up meeting up at the bar, right? And let's just say some people's looks were better than others. And the other, meaning Crystal. I'm sorry, Crystal, it was your birthday. Why did you still look basic? I did not understand. Now back to Garcelle. She wore that little pink number as a dress, and we all know that Garcelle used to be a model, which means that she's tall, she got those legs. It looked great on her. It looked good. She actually popped because she was the only person who decided to wear some color. Everybody else had on all black. Um, I want to say Dorit had on like black pants, I believe. Who else had on black? Erica had on like this black leather getup. You should already know that she was gonna have on some like leather pants. Um, Kyle had on like this black dress or whatever. It was cute for what it was. Who else is there? Crystal, yeah, Crystal had on like this little two piece. It was cute, but it just wasn't like birthday cute, you know? It was giving friend of the birthday girl. And then you also have Sutton. So Sutton has on this blouse. She has on her nice white slacks. Baby girl was ready to get chose by the Magic Mike guys, okay? Now we hear her talk about how, I don't even like pants. I don't even know about wearing pants. Everything about these pants, right? Again, it all circles back to Erica saying, hey, if you wear pants, you get to be brought on stage, right? All right, fine. So we go to Magic Mike, okay? The girls are having a blast. They are enjoying their time at the show. I mean, it got to the point where Dorit has whipped out her phone. She's recording everything that's going on because we all know PK ain't got them moves. PK ain't even trying to hit her with a body roll, okay? He's not even doing the body roll. Nonetheless, a guy comes up and he's dancing all on Garcelle, right? Now, at this point, you can already see something ain't right with Sutton. Sutton ain't feeling it, okay? And then we see Crystal and Erica, they go on stage and they are having a great old time. Oh, why they do that? Because Sutton is over there, big mad, huffing and puffing because she wore her pants for nothing. Now, her feelings were all types of hurt. I mean, all types. And then it got to the point where Sutton walks out because she's so pissed off. Because she did what? Wore her pants for nothing. Garcelle, she goes to find her and they talk or whatever. And now Sutton is turning this into a whole thing that it is not. Baby girl just became a prude overnight. Like, girl, you were the same one who was waving those stacks of ones that you had in your hand because you were so ready to throw it at the guys. Calm down a little bit. And also, the crazy part is, if she would have just stayed in her seat, she would have probably been picked just like Kyle was. Like, girl, relax. Because technically, Kyle, the thing that she went up there to do, now that was more wild than what was going on with Erica and Crystal, because they was out here licking whipped cream off the girl. Nonetheless, Sutton, she just got to being so defensive and rude because Kyle has now walked up and she trying to figure out what's going on. And here's the thing, Sutton, you did not have no rhyme, reason, or anything as to why you were upset. Just be honest. Like, she's talking about how she's a part of the ballet something and she's this, that, another, and she didn't like the fact that the guys were putting their faces in places. Girl, these are all grown people. What did you think you were coming to? Like, I don't even understand what's going on here. So Sutton, she wants to leave, right? So Kyle ends up texting the other ladies like, hey, we're going to go ahead and head out. So when Crystal gets this information, she tells the other ladies like, hey, we got to go. Baby, Dorit and Erica said, go where? We're staying planted right here. They did not care about what Sutton had going on. They were there to have a good time. And I can't knock them. So as we see, It's Kyle, Sutton, and Garcelle. They are walking to the Sprinter, right? For some reason, we have Sutton and Kyle going back and forth, calling each other out their names. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is escalating to something that it does not have to be. So I believe that they both apologized in the van, but really everybody was just waiting to see what Erica had to say. So Erica, she feels like, listen, we already knew what we was about to get into. Everybody is consenting adults. Like, there's no reason for Sutton to feel any type of way. And as Sutton is trying to explain it, it still ain't making no sense. You know, some of the ladies are just like, our own husbands don't even care about this. And we don't care. So why do you? Sutton, just say that you were upset that you did not get chose. Like, I think that we all would have respected it more if you were just honest and been like, dang, I really did wear these pants and I thought I was about to go up on stage, make it rain for these guys, and I did not get picked. I'm feeling away. Nonetheless, we see the girls, they go to dinner. And Sutton, she apologizes to Erica because, this was Erica's event. Like, this was her portion of Crystal's birthday surprise. And she actually knows the people at the Magic Mike show. So Garcelle, she talks about how she's planning on having lunch with her son Oliver, while she's in Vegas. And in her confessional, she says that she's not comfortable talking about her kids to these other ladies because of the way that her kids were treated last season. And honestly, I completely understand. Because not only did, Erica say something reckless to her child, but on top of that, she had to also deal with the fact that PK and Mauricio and Kyle and Dorit were cracking jokes about it. Her kid got cyber bullied. There was a lot going on with her kids. So I say, girl, protect them at all costs. Okay? So moving on, we see Sutton, and she is struggling to eat a fish ball, right? I guess because it's too hot. But I'm like, if it's too hot, then move your teeth off of it, girl. So the girls are looking at her like she is crazy. And Erica, she's like, yeah, I see why she don't get no second dates. That part was funny to me. So the ladies end up playing this card game. And the first question was like, oh, what's your favorite song to have sex to? And here comes Crystal. She says, Al Green. Ma'am, we ain't doing the dude to love and happiness. Okay? We not. Also, I'm just so. How old are you, Crystal? Like, I know she's only 40, but I'm just like, Al Green? You couldn't think of any. Never mind. She married to an old man, anyways. Nonetheless, I really wanted to know Garcelle's answer, but we did not get that. Sutton, she said some song by a country artist. Dorit says Boys to Men. I said, I know you're not talking about I'll Make Love to You. Corny. I digress. Nonetheless, they asked a few more questions, and I know that one of the questions was like, what's the best compliment you've ever received? And Crystal, she says that basically some guy, I don't know if it's her current husband or not, she did not say, but the best compliment that she got was that she has the best nipples. Right? Okay, fine. However, Dorit, she says she did not expect that at all. And I'm just like, okay, so what were you expecting? Like, girl, let her live in her moment, please. Now, in her confessional, Crystal, she took a dig at Dorit because she said, how would you know, Dorit? You haven't seen a real body part in 10 years. I said, whoa. I did not expect Crystal to say that. I did not. But I like that she said it. Okay, girl. So Sutton chimes in and she wants to talk about hers. And she's like, yeah, I've gotten that compliment before. And I'm just like, thank God the dessert is coming out because I'm tired of Sutton. Sutton has drained me, okay? So I think they may have continued the game a little bit. And then the girls end up going back to the hotel so that way they could go to bed. Now, I don't know how Garcelle did it because when I tell you, I would have been so done with Sutton. I would have been like, if you don't go sit down somewhere and stop talking to me, because I'm going to bed. Stop playing with them curtains. Go get into bed. And we are shutting this down. But I digress. So the next day, we actually see Kyle. Kyle is in the gym, okay? She's in the gym working on her fitness, okay? And Erica and Dorit are talking. And Erica's like, I get up in the morning and I see Kyle. She's working out with her Birkin. Does the Birkin need to work out? And I can't lie, I hollered when the camera like panned on the fact that the Birkin was sitting on the floor. I said, first of all, Kyle, have you not heard the term that you should not sit a purse on the floor? That's number one. Number two, again, it's a bunch of people in this gym. Why would you take a Birkin bag to the gym, regardless of it being right next to you? If working out was so important to you, you could have just had a Nike bag. Like, what's going on here? But I digress. Kyle is going to be Kyle. So at breakfast the next day, or not the next day, but this current morning, Garcelle, she basically tells the ladies that she does not trust them. Okay, she does not trust them when it comes to her family. She just wants to be honest with them and let them know where she is coming from and how she feels. Now here comes Dorit, okay? She feels a way about this, and she feels like, enough time has passed. That was a year ago. Now, they get to going back and forth, and Dorit definitely was trying to make herself be the victim. And I'm just like, how you gonna be mad at this lady who wants to protect her kids from the shenanigans that happen in this show? You sound crazy. Like, she was over here trying to make herself feel like a victim. And I'm like, first of all, you've been the victim all last season. From the break-in, you was the victim. This season, you trying to tell us about somebody stealing 10 grand and your purse? You was the victim. You are only the victim in your own storyline. You're not about to be the victim over here, sweetheart. So it gets to the point where Garcelle is over it and she walks off. And I don't blame her. I would have walked off from Dorit as well. Y'all, that was the episode. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.